So my Banjo Kazooie series that I've been doing ever since the start of this year is still going on to this day, and it's mainly been due to like delays and stuff going on, things get in the way of my life, and I don't know, it's reached the point at the minute where I kind of just want to take a break from Banjo Kazooie. When I first started it back at the beginning of the year, I was motivated for it. I was all like, yes, this is great, I'm going to be playing my second favorite game of all time, it's going to be great, we're going to finish it really quick. Fortunately that didn't happen, because 3 months later, I'm still doing it. And it's really hard to motivate myself to actually play more of Banjo Kazooie and record it and that, because behind the scenes there's a lot of stuff that needs doing, you know. I've got to record the footage, I've also got to look for differences between the N64 and Xbox 360. I've got to come up with like commentary along the way and stuff, and make sure the gameplay's good, time in the episodes, and just I don't know. It seems like work at the minute. I'd rather look when I make LPs as fun, instead of an actual serious type of job and stuff, because, I don't know, it demotivates me. I like to have fun with what I do on my channel, so, you know. So I feel like moving on to a new series, because I'm not really feeling much for Banjo at the minute, so I'm going to put the series on hold. What I might be doing is when I do start this new series, I might do Banjo Kazooie here and there. It just depends, you know, it depends on my mood. I'm basically saying it's not going to be like the same thing with Majora's Mask last year, where I did not like how that LP went at all, so at some point in the future, I'm going to redo the whole game from the beginning? No. Like, all the episodes of Banjo Kazooie I've made, I'm satisfied with, I don't want to get rid of those or start again or anything, it's just, I'm not feeling it, you know? I'm not really feeling it, so I really just need to move on to something different. And the new series, which you guys have been waiting a long time for, but it's happening now, is going to be Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Blind. And there are a couple of things I want to go over, actually, for things that I'm going to do where I learnt my mistakes when I played the first game last year. So I'm going to go through those. And if you have any other suggestions just to help me out, you can always see so down in the comments below, but we'll see. So, when I tackle Metroid Prime 2, I will of course be playing on Veteran Mode. Yes. Last year, when I was playing it, I was basically saying this game is quite easy in places because I didn't die once, but the main reason why is because I was playing on basically easy mode. I wasn't even aware of that because I always thought like Veteran and Normal and that, but they're not really different between the two. But no, like Veteran is basically what the GameCube original was and always is. Whereas the Trilogy remake has like a normal mode, which is a bit more of a dimmed down version. It's pretty much, I would say, similar to if you played Kingdom Hearts for the PS2, and then you play the HD 1.5 or 2.5 remixes, as they have an easy mode on there, because that's an even dimmer version of what the normal mode was in Kingdom Hearts. It's the same thing really that applies with the Metroid Prime trilogy. So I'll be playing on Veteran mode, don't you worry about that, and I'll be showing that at the beginning of the episode, believe me. Another thing I'm going to do is be more observant. But I can't really promise this one for sure because that's how I am as a person. Often in life I'm quite unobservant, so it kind of applies the same thing in games really. So I'm going to try my best to look around the areas and just be aware, but again, we'll see how that goes because it's me. Another thing I plan to do is read menus carefully this time around. There were a lot of times during the first game where I would be trying to shoot this particular wall, and then I wouldn't actually understand that cordite has a reason, because if you look in the logbook it tells you basically what the materials are made from and whatnot. I just feel like I should do that a lot, particularly since I learned it a lot from the first game. I mean, it kind of makes sense when I move onwards to the second one. Which also links to trying things off screen. I have not really got to be afraid of doing that, because now I've came up with a solution just to make it easier, knowing how long the episode's gone on for, just to ensure that it hasn't gone on for too long for the audience or anything. So I'm going to be trying things off screen from time to time, but here's the thing, I'm not going to be trying it off screen and never mention it. What I mean by that is I'm just going to save you time and, you know, just aggravation for watching me finding stuff out, because I am a slow person, I take a long time to learn things. But when I find it out, I will then just cut to it and be like, okay, I've found out how to do this thing right here because I've looked at the logbook or whatever it has in the sequel. But, you know, I'm basically just saying I need to try out that more because it will help me out. Even though I do need to focus with the stuff that happens on the camera, I can also do things off-cam to help me out, but talk about it just to show that it's been established, you know? And speaking of menus earlier, it might also be an idea to learn the basic menu controls. For instance, in Metroid Prime, I did not realize that when you are on the map, if you hold down the Z button and then you move around with the analog stick, you're able to pan to different areas and see around it. I did not know that until much later in the game, and one of my friends pointed it out, and I was like, oh right, whoops. So I need to pay attention more to, you know, the interface for how the controls are explained, and again, practice off screen. It will help. I just feel like that's gonna be a thing to save aggravation for a lot of people. And finally, the big savior to all this is listen to humming noises. This is a tip I got from one of my viewers back when I did Metroid Prime, and oh man, it helped me out a hell of a ton because I play the game with headphones on just so I can have all the audio cues just in case if there's anything I need to listen to very carefully, because often I don't trust TV speakers. I'm kind of a bit of a weirdo that way, but it really does help me out. With that, I'm able to listen very carefully if I hear any humming noises in the background, because then it shows that, oh, there's an item nearby. And the reason why I know about this, by the way, is because at the very end, when I finished the LP, I remember people telling me that their humming noises carry on with the other games, so it's best to keep that in mind. So I just thought, okay, cool, right, I'll keep that in mind. So yeah, there's just a whole bunch of things I'm going to keep in mind and try to do when I start Metroid Prime 2 Echoes blind. It won't be happening for a little bit of time though, and by that I don't mean like 3 months later in time or something. I'm hoping to release it very recently. It's just, lately I've had a bit of technical issues. My PC unfortunately has had a bit of problems with it, so I've had that sent off, and at the minute I've got this massive hole just with nothing in it. And without that I can't really record the game in max HD quality and whatever, so yeah, you might have to wait a while, but we'll just see how that goes. If you have any other suggestions of things I should do though during the playthrough, put it down in the comments below, let me know about it, and I'll try to keep it in mind. Do not put any spoilers though. I don't need to put comments like basically saying, hey, when you get insert name of move in the game, you need to then go to this area and do. I don't really want instructions what to do, I just want tips and advices, you know, so don't tell me like, when you come across this enemy, you need to do that. I don't want that. I just want to know stuff. Just watch the first LP, look what I did wrong, and tell me what to do. That's all I say. But don't tell me what to do on Metroid Prime 2. Just critique Prime 1. That's the way to do it, okay? But yeah, I've rambled on enough as per usual, and I hope you guys enjoy Metroid Prime 2 when it comes out. It should be a grand old time. It's been a while since I played a blind LP.